We've it together, coming up short and giving up never. We've it together, come along, come along, come along, come along. Mend it together. A word.
Hello and welcome to the Catalyst 2030 Awards. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Ruma Bose and I'm absolutely delighted to welcome you to the second annual Catalyst 2030 Awards, live from the Althorpe Estate in England.
I'm Emily Kazra, and a huge welcome to you who are joining us from 75 countries across the globe.
Wow.
From Algeria to Australia, Angola to Argentina. And that's just the A's.
Wow. Well, these awards will accelerate collaborative systems change by celebrating individuals and organizations that make this possible. Today, we'll be honoring changemakers from around the world, shining a light on catalytic governments, celebrating bold donors, and changing the narrative. So together, we can move the dial, achieving the SDGs.
There's lots of treats lined up in the next hour. Not only our beautiful clock there, but we're also going to hear from the Catalyst 2030 Chief Magician Giroux, as well as our members. We're going to be inspired about the impact on the beneficiaries across our planet. And I know that you'll be motivated to become an even closer part of our global community. And of course, we've got the awards to celebrate the pioneering organizations, funders and governments. So let's hear a little more about Catalyst.
Catalyst 2030 is a movement of social entrepreneurs and innovators embracing collective action to achieve the SDGs by the deadline 2030. Our 1,500 members are active in 197 countries. By emphasizing collaborations, Catalyst 2030 is leveraging the power of the collective to accelerate real change in the lives of billions of people around the globe. What do our members say about Catalyst?
Catalyst 2030 is an invaluable global community of impact entrepreneurs.
Our relationship with Catalyst 2030 has really taught us the power of co-creation.
Join Catalyst 2030 and network, bond, and collaborate with our family members.
And I like the spirit of bringing change makers together to share and learn from each other.
Catalyst really understands the transformative nature of collaboration.
It's also a platform that can give us new tools and resources.
Catalyst 2030 has put my work on steroids.
But most importantly, to come up with solutions that are practical, ways where we can really make things happen, because social entrepreneurs are doers.
Are you a catalyst? Join us to achieve the SDGs.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and a warm welcome once again to the Catalyst 2030 Awards. A special warm welcome to our finalists and award winners for this year. So, as you know, and you've seen from the film, Catalyst is all about action. So please stay tuned till the end for a very special action-oriented announcement from our membership. Before we start, I want to say a special thanks to our 4 founding partners, the Big 4 as we call them, Ashoka, Skoll, Schwab, and Ecoembry, who've been there with us always. And even recently, the Schwab Foundation really profiled Catalyst in the World Economic Forum. So thanks to our founding partners and everybody. They've been our pillar. A big thanks to our donors who have supported us, especially Chandler Foundation, MasterCard Foundation, and of course, our very own Skoll Foundation. It's wonderful to have this support with us. As we start today's award ceremony, I want to thank the people who made this award ceremony possible. So the very first thanks go to our super fantastic hosts, Karen and Charles Spencer. A secret, why are we at Althrop? It's mainly because of Karen's generosity and Charles's generosity. We had our first meeting over there. So thank you, Karen and Charles, for always being there with us. I want to thank our 2 phantasmaglorious presenters, Emily and Ruma, both who have been with us, and Emily, who also continues to be a member of our committee. Catalyst is nothing without a community of 1,700 plus amazing social innovators who've been there. These innovators have shaped the awards. They have decided the criteria. They have played an active role in saying how we shape the infrastructure and the very long, elaborate process that we have. So thanks to the communities, the Catalyst Secretariat, and the team which has been working to support it, we call them the Magnificent 7, that is the jury, which went above and beyond. So a special thanks to every one of our jury members and the awards committee, which has steered this whole process through. And with that, in true Catalyst form, I hand over to the 2 super chairs of the Catalyst Awards Committee, Matthew Bishop and Shohini. Over to Matthew and Shohini to take us forward.
We launched the Catalyst 2030 Awards to celebrate our key supporters on the journey of achieving the Sustainable Development Goals through bottom-up collaboration. All of our finalists today are inspiring partners and allies who understand that many of the traditional ways of funding and working with social entrepreneurs are falling short of what is needed if we're going to reach the SDGs. They know that trust-based collaboration, long-term funding, community perspective and local knowledge are essential ingredients of success. Our hope is that this superb group of examples that we're highlighting today will redefine best practice and inspire others to follow their lead. And by so doing, help accelerate the systems change we need to build a sustainable, equal and just world. And now to Shohini in India.
Thank you, Matthew, and a fantastic evening this is. Congratulations to all the finalists. Why are the Catalyst Awards so important? They're important because it pulls up the relationship between the social entrepreneurs and their organizations and the people without whom they would not have been able to finish the work that they have started. The donors, the multilaterals, bilaterals, the corporates, the government agencies that support their work. Together, we are embarking on a future where you will see the success and the impact of your support absolutely clearly. And why is the Catalyst Award so important? Because it's about the community of the Catalyst members. And today, we have a treat for you. This year's edition of the Catalyst 2030 Awards will be showcasing the impact that your work and your support has been able to get across the world. We'll be hearing about the remarkable impact of our members' work across the world in a short video that we will be bringing to you. It would be lovely to see the impact that you all have achieved, won't it? Can we have the video now?
अगर तारों की डोरी नहीं होती तो हम कभी भी अपने घर जाकर अपनी शादी के बारे में बातें नहीं कर सकते थे।
to sanla karangola londole wodina mamira ka foko mosi la nyanto kanino nunto molo bar bingalo to sanla karangola londina tan ha ngandumi de ko dum addi yimbe be ndari kam gandi wonde ma subu woni yeso mi wodi ko ngandumi.
Okay, it's now time to begin with our first category of awards, corporates. Here, we highlight best practices in private sector engagement with the social entrepreneurship sector. Besides their direct measurable benefit, these ways of working have also led to ecosystem shifts towards inclusiveness, equity, and sustainability. This year's finalists are Banco Itaú, Lavazza, L'Oreal, and SAP. And the winner is SAP.
SAP. For more than a decade, SAP has invested in the growth of social enterprises, providing financial assistance, pro bono services, market access, and development support. Some of SAP's active projects partners are Moving Worlds, Social Traders, and Transform in partnership with other stakeholders. From their products to their partnerships and actions, SAP has become a real changemaker, promoting social procurement in their own business and influencing other companies to develop their social procurement strategies. SAP is passionate about driving scale, creating mission-driven ecosystems, and becoming an enabler that connects multiple stakeholders and accelerates the transformative work of others.
A warm congratulations to SAP. Over to you.
Thank you so much. We are incredibly grateful and humbled for receiving this award. You probably all know that SAP is a really large global corporation, but never forget that while we are a large company, the number of people actually driving this topic in our company is relatively small, and it sometimes can feel like an uphill battle. Receiving this recognition is hugely motivating for everybody involved, but not only that, it also helps us to demonstrate internally to our stakeholders that this effort is worthwhile and truly also serves SAP's ESG goals. While we have worked in this space for over a decade, our engagement with social enterprises has truly accelerated in the last few years. And that is primarily because of our wonderful partners who keep pushing us and challenging us every single day to be more systems oriented and to truly drive business partnerships with social enterprises. But it's also because we've been focusing on driving a more multi-stakeholder and ecosystem approach. And this has led us to partnering with Unilever, Moving Worlds, and Transform Support Hub to launch a Transform Support Hub just a few weeks ago. And we would like to invite all of you to join us in that effort. On a very personal note, I would like to dedicate this award to our colleague and friend Nish Pangali, who tragically passed away a few weeks ago, leaving a huge void in our team. While in recent years she was more focused on education, Nish was actually one of the first people in the CSR team at SAP to drive the social entrepreneurship agenda by developing partnerships with the Acumen Fund. We miss her greatly. Thank you again for this award.
My warmest for your loss. And now for our second category, donors. Now, this award celebrates individuals and organisations who've given capital to support projects which are about achieving systems change. So, we've got 4 categories in our Donors Award. First of all, Leaders in Learning, Leaders in Trust then, Leaders in Partnership, and Leaders in Collaboration. So, heads up for the first one, Leaders in Learning. So these donors are really demonstrating humility. For example, they share what's not working so we can all learn. And they also fund research on how to improve effective funding. So the finalists for Leaders in Learning are Azim Premji Foundation, Hathi Family Foundation, Paul Hamlin Foundation, the Vedis Foundation, and Wellspring Philanthropic Fund. And the winner is Azim Premji Foundation. Congratulations!
The Azim Premji Foundation. Azim Premji Foundation is the winner of Leader in Learning Award for their outstanding commitment to funding and co-creation of monitoring, evaluation, and learning of systems change projects to support learning across the ecosystem. Also, the nature of their grant giving, which is often long-term institutional building grants, and their willingness to learn about the other systems from their partners. The philanthropic work of the Azim Premji Foundation is focused on activities that touch the lives of people who are deeply disadvantaged and marginalized in their communities, towards the goal of achieving a just, equitable, humane, and sustainable society. Critical to the Azim Premji journey is the belief that education can contribute to well-being and social justice. This has made their investment and commitment to affordable education through the Azim Premji University a core part of their work.
So let's hear from the Azim Premji Foundation.
We are grateful to the Catalyst community for acknowledging the work of Azim Premji Foundation. We accept this award on behalf of the many civil society organizations we partner with. Our partners have shown enormous grit and agility in serving and enabling India's most vulnerable communities through these pandemic years. Thank you once again for your acknowledgement.
And now for our Leaders in Trust Award. These leaders act with a long-term vision and empower those that they fund in a way that's multi-year and unrestricted. So the finalists for the Leader in Trust Award: #HalfMyDash 2022, the Human Capability Foundation, the Pathy Family Foundation, the Wellspring Philanthropic Fund, and Women Moving Millions. And the winner is the Pathy Family Foundation. Congratulations.
Pathy Family Foundation. With a high proportion of their grants invested without restriction, including overheads and staff costs, and their flexible approach to repurposing grants, especially during COVID. They take the long-term view, with their support typically for 3 to 5 years. Their understanding of the importance of operational costs for the well-being and sustainability of organizations is commendable. The Pathy Family Foundation strives to promote creative and innovative solutions to human trafficking and address trauma, poverty, and inequality. The team is active in searching for projects in its areas of interest that meet criteria for social change and impact.
So let's go live now to the Pathy Family Foundation.
Hello, thank you very much for this award. I want to thank Catalyst 2030 for creating these awards, hosting this ceremony. I can't say how important these types of awards are in really inspiring and galvanizing action towards the achievement of a more equitable and sustainable world that really, where everyone, regardless of where they live and who they are, have an opportunity to live a dignified life and to have their rights fulfilled. I want to thank our partners for nominating us. This award really inspires PFF to continue our path to making philanthropy a key player in the social transformation necessary to make the world a better place, and to do so in partnership with others. We understand change takes time, which is why we give longer term grants, and we really trust and believe in the knowledge of our partners in making change happen. And as such, we back them up with the resources to make that happen. We really look forward to continuing to support our partners, to catalyzing change and to advancing our collective goals. So thank you very much once again. We accept this award with a lot of humility and a lot of honor.
Trusting and believing in partners, that's pretty powerful. Thank you so much. And of course, at any moment, if you want to spread the good news, please use our hashtag Catalyst2030 Awards. So now, time for our Leaders in Partnership. Now, these donors work in true partnership. They acknowledge and challenge the power dynamics which can exist with their people who they fund. And they provide targeted financial and non-financial support. So the finalists for the Leadership in Partnership are Fundación Comunitaria de Puerto Rico, the Vedis Foundation, Wellspring Philanthropic Fund, and Women Moving Millions. And the winner is Wellspring Philanthropic Fund. Congratulations.
Wellspring Philanthropic Fund. They demonstrate truly exemplar mindset, behaviors, and practice in developing true partner relationships. They actively identify and prioritize partners who are the most marginalized and intentionally move away from more dominant NGO actors. They build effective partnerships and let them lead, whilst acknowledging that they themselves cannot solve the problem. They were uncomfortable to accept this acknowledgement as they prefer to uplift the work of their partners. Wellspring Philanthropic Fund supports the realization of human rights and social and economic justice for all people. Over a period of 10 years, Wellspring has systematically invested in long-term partnerships with local and national education-focused organizations to build evidence about what works to reach the most marginalized learners with an eye towards scaling impact to address the learning crisis in Africa.
Many congratulations, Wellspring Philanthropic Fund, and what a great way to accept and to celebrate really big systems change when it comes to education. Wellspring, if we've got them on the line.
Thank you. It is my great pleasure to accept this award on behalf of Wellspring Philanthropic Fund. This award recognizes the work of our International Children's Education Program under the leadership of Joyce Malombe to address learning inequity through the Regional Education Learning Initiative, known as RELI. This award validates the efforts of all of RELI's education partners who have reached more than 25,000 schools, 160,000 teachers, and 3 million children across East Africa. All through evidence-based interventions. We dedicate this award to them and the children, educators, and families that they partner with to improve learning outcomes. Thank you.
Isn't that wonderful to dedicate the award to all the children that are being reached through your work? So the leaders in collaboration. Now these donors collaborate with other stakeholders and funders to achieve more impact. They support collaboration between system change entrepreneurs. And so the finalists for Leaders in Collaboration are Cartier Philanthropy, H&M Foundation, the MacArthur Foundation, Wellspring Philanthropic Fund, and the winner is Cartier Philanthropy.
Cartier Philanthropy. They demonstrate a fundamental understanding of the behaviors associated with this category. They recognize the importance of collaboration emerging organically among partners, and they resource and facilitate meaningful partnerships between those who are most aligned. They listen, they keep an open mind, and are committed to collaborating across the spectrum of other actors required to change systems. Cartier Philanthropy turns 10 this year. That's 10 years of commitment to improving the lives of vulnerable communities in low-income countries. Over the last decade, it has funded over 80 nonprofit organizations that tackle the multiple challenges of poverty and drive long-term positive change in the poorest regions of the market.
Congratulations, Cartier Philanthropy, for your long-term change over a decade. Let's hear more from you.
Thank you so much for the recognition of our work. Cartier Philanthropy turns 10 this year. 10 years of commitment to improve the lives of vulnerable communities in low-income countries around the world. Over the last decade, we've been funding over 80 nonprofit organizations that tackle the multiple challenges of poverty, such as access to basic services, women's social and economic development, sustainable livelihoods, and also emergency response. All of us in the philanthropic sector need to be accountable for the decisions we make, and we should rally around impact. This is the number one priority we and our partners have. And to bring about positive change in people's lives, there is no other way but to collaborate with individuals, families, communities, civil society, academics, government, funders, and this at all levels. I'm extremely honored to receive this Catalyst 2030 award today on behalf of Cartier Philanthropy. We share the same values, and I'm deeply honored to be part of such an inspiring community. Being nominated in the category of Leader in Collaboration is extremely rewarding. It confirms that, as a funder, we're walking the talk, and we're also humble enough to know that we can't do anything alone. We truly believe that the only way to solve the most pressing problems the world faces today, and the only way to do it with the urgency required, is to act collectively. It seems obvious, but we all know that it is not. Only if we are able to leverage our collective experience and intelligence can we really build a better future today. Thank you so very much to the entire Catalyst 2030 community.
Hello, my name is Manuel Druminski. Thank you for having me. I'm very honored to be part of this event that celebrates Global Change Leaders 2022. I share this piece of music to commemorate and appreciate the impactful work all the finalists have done. I hope you'll enjoy it.
Thank you so much, Manuel, for that beautiful performance. And it was so moving. I'm sure you, like me, were moved by seeing all those artisans and the creatives and artists who are together creating the awards that all of our award winners are going to be receiving. So I think together in Catalyst, the whole Catalyst 2030 community feel really humbled and honoured by all of your support and for joining us today, of course. And I think in a small way we are bringing the world closer. After all, it's 3:30 here in the UK, almost tea time at Althorpe. In Vancouver, early breakfast, and in Manila, it's way past dinner time. So, the next set of awards celebrates governments and recognises the vital role that they play to help social entrepreneurs to achieve the SDGs. Now, these governments who we're giving the awards to, they implement policies to make our work easier. They prioritise training of civil servants, for example, who promote collaboration. And they partner with social entrepreneurs and citizens to co-create transformational change. So we're now going to be travelling around our world to explore and celebrate what different governments in different regions are doing to catalyse change in their communities. So let's kick off in Africa. The finalists for the Africa Award here are Kwale County Government and Umma Initiative Group in Kenya, the Ministry of Health in the government of the Kingdom of Lesotho, and the winner is the Ministry of Health in the government of Lesotho. Many congratulations.
The Ministry of Health of the government of the Kingdom of Lesotho. They demonstrate a truly collaborative approach to solve the challenges of the community with the direct involvement of social entrepreneurs and civil society organizations. Recognizing social entrepreneurs as key development and implementing partners for their social project. Their level of commitment to collaborate with the sector to build up the best possible solutions for the country goes beyond partnerships, also involving their key stakeholders in the program design, implementation, evaluation, follow-up, and definition of the strategy for the continuity. As a unique example of commitment, the government also provides a counterpart contribution to projects that are donor-funded to ensure their success and complete implementation.
And now, let's go live to that beautiful mountain kingdom of Lesotho to hear from our award winner.
I'm delighted to accept this award on behalf of the people of Lesotho, but specifically for the following people. Those who conceptualize the models, our partners, the riders for health in particular, those who have rigorously implemented these models, our nurses, our lab staff, those who are actually riding on these motorbikes to deliver the samples and to collect the samples, our patients themselves. This award is dedicated to them. I must also thank the organizers of this award and event. I thank you all. I also thank my colleagues who have been so brave to participate in this competition. And today, they are winners. Thank you very much. Everybody is a winner. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and really great to hear from you, celebrating the patients and everybody who's supporting them in the whole health ecosystem. Now to the Americas. The finalists are Alcaldía de Condado, Colombia, and the city of Orlando in Florida, the United States. Now here's something surprising. The winners are... Both finalists have won.
La Alcaldía de Condoto, or Mayor's Office of Condoto, Colombia. The Mayor's Office and the Office of Social Affairs of Condoto has developed a series of strategic alliances and collaborations with social entrepreneurs, organizations of the civil society, and companies in Colombia to generate changes in the systems and guarantee protection, education, and opportunities for children and youth in their community. Recognizing social entrepreneurs as key players to advance in their social agenda, the Mayor's Office has successfully implemented a collaboration with social entrepreneurs to develop the program Together for Chocó, Together for Condoto, and the creation of a Center of Arts that helps the youth population through art and culture to develop skills for the future and empowers them to become leaders in their communities. They have been an example in the Department of Chocó and with their collaborative model with social entrepreneurs to advance in the SDGs, pushing forward a development agenda that could be replicable with other municipalities.
Let's give a warm congratulations to Alcaldía de Condoto, Colombia.
Buen día para todos. Mi nombre es Kellen Borja Lozano, soy la gestora social del municipio de Condoto. Quiero agradecer de antemano a Catalyst 2030 por el premio otorgado a nuestra alcaldía municipal de Condoto. Queremos también agradecer a cada una de las organizaciones postuladas y también a cada una de las fundaciones y organizaciones que hoy hicieron posible de que Condoto estuviera hoy como ganador, como lo está Colombia Cuida Colombia, Riaño Producciones, Techo, la Patrulla Aérea Colombiana y muchos otros más que nos han estado acompañando durante todo este proceso. Para nosotros como Alcaldía Municipal de Condoto, de verdad ha sido supremamente importante el aporte que cada una de estas organizaciones hoy emplean en nuestro municipio para los jóvenes, para todo el tema de emprendimiento y para todo el tema de arte y cultura con nuestros jóvenes y adolescentes del municipio, ya que por medio de todo este proceso hemos integrado a nuestros jóvenes para que ellos mismos tengan esas iniciativas y tengan esas ganas de salir adelante por medio del arte, de la cultura, del baile y de todos estos procesos de emprendimiento que hemos desarrollado con estas organizaciones durante más de un año. Para la alcaldía de verdad ha sido un desarrollo muy importante porque los jóvenes se han empoderado de todo este proceso, se han tomado el mando para ellos mismos ir haciendo diferentes actividades tales como talleres de fotografía, talleres de arte, talleres de emprendimiento que también estamos allí. Entonces eso es supremamente de verdad importante y estamos muy agradecidos con cada una de las organizaciones que hoy están en nuestro territorio porque gracias a ello nuestros jóvenes hoy de verdad tienen una voz y hoy de verdad tienen una salida hacia hacer diferentes cosas, aparte de estudiar y emplear su tiempo libre en actividades que de verdad ellos no veían posible, pero que hoy son posibles gracias a todas estas organizaciones que por medio de ellas hoy también ganamos este premio. Estamos supremamente felices y desde acá, desde Condoto, desde la alcaldía municipal, mi esposo Jefferson Lozano también como alcalde, extremadamente agradecido porque hemos sido un equipo con tanto el coordinador de juventudes como gestora social y él como alcalde hemos sido un equipo y entre todos hemos ido organizando todo este proceso. Muchísimas gracias, Dios los bendiga.
For those who speak Spanish, that's great to hear. Now next, we celebrate the other half of the double act, the city of Orlando, Florida. The second winner in this group.
The city of Orlando, Florida in the United States. With a more than 15-year trajectory in their journey towards sustainability, the city of Orlando has a proven commitment to the SDGs and the social entrepreneurship sector, with a dedicated office in charge of sustainability and the goals. The Office of Sustainability and Resilience has co-created with the community and different stakeholders several programs to advance in the 2030 Agenda and works in close collaboration with other cities in the region to ensure a higher impact. The city has also proven their commitment to the social entrepreneurship sector through the incubation of solutions that help solving some of the city's social and environmental issues, through an accelerator training program and the selection of projects that are then piloted and funded.
Really exciting project. So now let's go live to the city of Orlando in Florida and Chris Castro.
Wonderful. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. On behalf of Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer, thank you to the Catalyst 2030 board and staff, the organizers and judges, and to Scarlett Lanzas for nominating the city of Orlando for this incredible honor. Congratulations to Condoto, Colombia, and all of the nominees and award winners. We are truly all winners. For Orlando, the SDGs really reflect a commitment to equity and justice, economic prosperity, and environmental resilience. They present us with a roadmap to address the greatest challenges facing the world and those that are facing our own community. Back in 2007, our mayor, Buddy Dyer, launched Greenworks Orlando to embark us on a journey to transition Orlando into being one of the most environmentally friendly, socially equitable and inclusive, and economically vibrant cities in America. And like the SDGs, that vision has been rooted in sustainability, aiming to enhance the well-being of people, planet, and our prosperity, all by fostering peace and partnerships. Honestly, since, one of the big moves that we did was publishing the Greenworks Community Action Plan in 2018, which first incorporated the SDGs for the first time. And we began to hear from many community partners about their interest in elevating this work. Following that, our university, UCF, University of Central Florida, developed a Center of Excellence for the SDGs. We also worked with our place-based foundation, the Central Florida Foundation, to create a new giving platform called Thrive Central Florida, centering the SDGs, and also working with the Regional Planning Council to establish a regional resilience collaborative that looks to the SDGs as a way to expand regional prosperity. We have also been fortunate to be part of the Brookings Institution's SDG Leadership Cities Network, working with global leaders in cities around the world to really localize the SDGs, developing data protocols, frameworks for collaboration, and the sharing of best practices. And lastly, I'm happy to announce that Orlando has recently published our first voluntary local review, or what's known as a VLR, in partnership with our great friends at ICLEI USA and ICLEI International, who have provided tremendous technical assistance. We encourage you to visit orlando.gov/VLR to see it. These are just a few examples of the work that we're doing to utilize the SDGs as a framework and build our communities back better from this pandemic, advancing a greener and more equitable future. Again, thank you so much to the Catalyst 2030 team for this honor.
And thank you, Chris. And what an inspiring way that the SDGs are being embedded in everything that you do. So now, the finalists for Asia Pacific are the state of Maharashtra, India, Victoria Government, Australia, and the winner is Victoria Government, Australia.
The Victorian Government in Australia. Their proven commitment to establishing the foundations to support and elevate the social entrepreneurial sector in the state of Victoria has been outstanding. Starting with the publication of their first social enterprise strategy in 2017, and with that, the creation of the Victorian Social Enterprise Network, which has been key for the strengthening of the sector in the state. And more recently, with the implementation of the new co-created strategy for 2021 to 2025, which has been co-designed with the sector with a special focus on innovation and collaboration. Congratulations, Victoria.
And now let's hear from Jeremy Levine in Australia.
What an incredible honour to be among this impressive group of Asia Pacific government finalists in the Catalyst 2030 Awards. On behalf of the Victorian Government, I'm so proud and thrilled that we've won and that our social enterprise strategy and social procurement framework have been recognised in this way. Victoria is home to Australia's largest social enterprise sector, with more than 3,500 organisations employing around 60,000 people and generating 5.2 billion Australian dollars for the economy every year. But social enterprises do so much more than just generate economic benefits. They create job opportunities for Victorians who face barriers to employment. They provide vital services to our communities, and they contribute towards environmental sustainability. We developed Australia's first social enterprise strategy in 2017, and the social procurement framework for the whole of the Victorian government followed the following year. It's made a huge contribution to the sector, and it's also seen government itself, which is one of the state's biggest spenders, now directly purchasing 40% more with social enterprises as a result of the strategy and the framework. We really hope that we lead by example, and we'd love all others to follow us. So thank you for recognising our work, and well done again to all the finalists. Thank you.
And thank you, Jeremy. And leading by example is what the awards are all about. Now to Europe. The finalists are the Government of France, Pact for Impact, and the Government of Spain. And the winner is the Government of France, Pact for Impact.
The Government of France, for their proven commitment to the social and solidarity economy, with a dedicated unit in the Ministry of Economy that contributes to the definition and implementation of public policies supporting the development of the social enterprise sector and ensuring the dialogue between public authorities and sector players, and for their strong collaborative approach with the creation of Pact for Impact, a global alliance dedicated to support the recognition and promote the development of the social and solidarity economy, and for their continuous efforts to advocate for the sector in international spaces. Social entrepreneurs are key players in Pact for Impact, and their ambition is to stimulate concrete cross-border projects and operational objectives, and strengthening partnership with social enterprises and the private sector.
Many congratulations, the Government of France, Pact for Impact. So let's go now to Arnaud in France. Arnaud.
Good afternoon to all of you. On behalf of the French Minister for Economic Affairs and Finance, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to Catalyst 2030 and its community. France is extremely honored to accept and receive this award in recognition of our commitment to supporting the social and solidarity economy, the SSE, through the Pact for Impact initiative. Pact for Impact is a global alliance for the SSE that France initiated in 2019. Its ambition is to encourage state and non-state stakeholders to make concrete and measurable commitments to advance the SSE globally. It provides a platform to promote awareness and share good practices, as well as advancing efforts to harmonize definitions and explore opportunities for mutual recognition. Catalyst 2030 Award is a true recognition of Pact for Impact achievements since 2019. The award will be of great help to further outreach the Alliance and its projects. We really thank again Catalyst for your trust.
And now we're going to turn to MENA, the Middle East and North Africa. The finalists are the Bahrain Center for the SDGs, Bahrain, the Government of Jordan, the Social Security Corporation in Jordan, and the winner is Bahrain Center for the SDGs.
The Bahrain Science Center for SDGs, taking the lead in the region around SDGs and collaborations with the social entrepreneurs sector. The Bahrain Science Center for SDGs, a dedicated office under the Ministry of Youth and Sports, brings scientific and data-driven approaches to contribute to the goals, and works to raise awareness, build capacity, and create collaborations with key stakeholders. This, a proof of the recognition that the Bahrain government had the sector as a key actor to accelerate the achievement of the SDGs through social innovation.
many congratulations, Bahrain. And now let me hand over to Sarah in Bahrain.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be part of this global celebration of transformational change, the second Catalyst 2030 Awards. We are honored to accept the government's award category for the Bahrain Science Center for SDGs, which operates under the Ministry of Youth and Sport Affairs. Humbled to be recognized for globally supporting social entrepreneurship and innovation. On behalf of the ministry, we would like to thank the BSC team for driving such an initiative along with all stakeholders in establishing Ghaya, an ecosystem for science-driven innovation and entrepreneurship in Bahrain, hosted by the Bahrain Science Center for SDGs. Thank you once again for this acknowledgement and for everyone.
So this final award group recognizes teams working within bilateral and multilateral donors who have provided capital to support projects working towards systems change. These organizations are driving change across multiple sectors of society. So today, our finalists are the European Commission in Belgium, Global Affairs Canada, Canada Helping Women and Girls Initiative, and CETA Regional Cooperation in Africa, Sweden. And the winner is European Commission Belgium. Congratulations.
The European Commission. The European Commission, launching their Social Economy Action Plan, has not just signalled to the world their strong commitment to promoting a fair and more sustainable future where people and the environment are placed at the centre, but have also proposed concrete mechanisms whereby the social economy can thrive through changes in key policy and legal frameworks, supporting opportunities for organisations in the space to begin, expand and broadly communicating the potential far and wide. Throughout the process leading up to the launch, the Commission engaged with partners across all sectors, including Catalyst 2030 and its members, to garner input in a truly participatory and inclusive manner. The Commission is working with Catalyst 2030 and other partners to ensure that learnings and messages of the social economy are spread far beyond the borders of the European Union, encouraging governments to recognise the truly catalytic potential of the social economy in serving the whole of society.
Wonderful. Let's now hear from Ruth and Valentina from the European Commission.
Bye. Yeah. Bye. It's an honor. It is an honor. Hello, good afternoon. It's an honor for Valentina, Superti, and myself to join you today and to accept this award on behalf of the European Commission. It is really a welcome recognition of the European Commission's European Action Plan for the Social Economy. It was adopted in 2021 to drive system-wide change for the social economy, social entrepreneurship, and social innovation. And the power of social economy and its value-driven business models have shown that the challenges we face can also be opportunities. And social economy creates inclusive and resilient global growth and helps achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. So the action plan aims actually to create the right conditions for it to thrive. We have more than 60 actions that will be implemented by 2030, and it was developed in cooperation with stakeholders. We do want to continue to work all together and demonstrate that such organizations are key to achieve the green and digital transitions. We look forward to working in partnership to raise the profile of the social economy, both in Europe and globally. Thanks to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruth and Valentina, for your remarks. A recent report for philanthropists on the power and promise of feminist movements produced by the Bridgespan notes that feminist movements are organizations, leaders, and networks working together to change power structures that reinforce gender and other inequalities. This year, we are making a special recognition award designed simply to highlight the work and the impact of allies helping to empower women. I am very pleased to share this year's special recognition awards, which are going to Global Affairs Canada, Canada Helping Women and Girls Initiative, and L'Oréal Paris, and Women Moving Millions from the United States. Congratulations to all our special recognition awardees. Now, my pleasure to introduce Catalyst's very own Bradley Miles.
Hi, everybody. I'm thrilled to share some news at the end of today. One, we wanted to celebrate all the awardees, and because Catalyst is both about celebration and Catalyst is both about action, we also wanted to share that we've been working on a global sign-on letter to talk about changes in philanthropy that these awardees exemplify. And dozens of Catalyst organizations came together, wrote this letter in a very inclusive process. The letter got finished. We set a goal of 1,000 organizations around the world signing on. And just this morning, we hit the goal of 1,000 organizations signing from over 75 countries. And what this letter signifies is the global voice of NGOs and funder allies speaking about the changes in philanthropy that will enable NGOs on the ground to have the biggest impact and to do systems changing work. There's 10 principles in the letter. And so today we wanted to announce the letter along with the awards to show that the letter builds upon the awards, it builds upon the Appraising Complexity Report. And now the letter is an advocacy tool to say the voices of the NGOs are saying this is what would enable them to be more impactful. How can more funders follow these 10 principles? So we'd encourage governments, corporates, multilaterals, bilaterals, and funders to take a look at this letter. Over 20 funders also signed it. And the letter is going to now have a next step of events and media and leveraging the letter to continue working for the changes that we know social entrepreneurs advocate for. So we wanted to thank you all today. We wanted to thank everyone who signed on to the letter. It was a massive group effort over the past 4 months, and it all culminated today. So please take a look at the letter in the chat, and please share it within your organization so that we can continue working towards changing this overall system of how social change work happens. Thank you so much.
And that letter, of course, is so important. Well, all it's really left for us to say is huge congratulations to our incredible awardees. And of course, we celebrate every single member of Catalyst 2030 community on all corners of the globe who are creating meaningful change every day. Our hearts go out to you. So don't forget, though, to hashtag and spread on Twitter or other social media news of these awards using hashtag Catalyst 2030 Awards. Ruma.
Thank you, Emily. We appreciate everyone who's contributed to the success of today's ceremony. And of course, our wonderful hosts, Karen and Charles Spencer. Karen is here with us today, if you'd like to say a few words.
Yes, well, first of all, congratulations to all the award winners. How wonderful to see this all coming together and to see so many people from all over the world. Very exciting. And thank you all for being a part of this. Charles and I are incredibly honored to host again this year and to play a small part in this incredible movement. So hooray to everybody who's won and to everyone involved. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. And remember, please visit our website at catalyst2030.net and come explore opportunities and collaborate with us globally. Thank you.